Hey everyone, who's in the room? Pop up. Say hello, say howdy. Oh, yeah, a bit more light in here, that's much better. Hello, hello, hello. Don't mind me, just going to have a smoke while I wait for some peeps to join. I got my coffee ready as well. Go have a coffee. Oh, what's occurring? See, I got a couple in. Pop up, say hello. Hey, Nadia. How you doing, babe? Chat might be running a little bit slow tonight. I'm going to get the Sesh up on my phone as well, just so that I'm kind of like following what's going on. See if the chat's a bit faster on my phone. Hey, Rosie. Oh, I'm good, thanks, and you? Yeah, I'm all right, thanks, Nadia. Hey, trying harder. Rosie, my beaut, how are you doing? If I'm looking down, it's just because in fact, I'm just going to pop my phone up here, actually, just so that it doesn't look like I'm constantly looking down. my beautiful Serbs. Hey, Violet and Taro, how's it going, my sweetheart? Oh, thank you, Rosie. That's very kind of you. So yes, you guys, it's the super chat session tonight. So Rosie, working at the fair right now, not making money. Keep going, girl, keep going. Sell yourself. But yeah, anyway, you guys, yes, so we've got the super chat session tonight, and then tomorrow's the Monday Funday, which is the one for the freebies. If you want a live reading tonight, you can either pop the super chat in, just like Nadia's just done there. Thanks, Nadia. I'll get to you in a moment, babe. Or if my wonderful chat mod Trying Harder can post the PayPal link, you've got the option to pay by PayPal as well, if that's easier for you. So you just click the link, it will take you straight to a page with the amount. You just click it and send, and that's it. And I will get it up on my phone. So if you send the PayPals through, I'll still get it. I'll still get the notification. So yes, if my wonderful chat mod Trying Hard, I wouldn't mind start posting the PayPal link so that people have got the option. Same as we did last week, you guys. There we go. Thank you very much. Trying Harder. Right, let's get stuck in with Nadia then. So roll with it regarding love. So you just want a message about love. Okie dokie. Oakley dokley. If I remember rightly, you're a Libra. I'm going to use tarot sexual magic for you, Nadia. All right. There we go. Yes, please be sure to like the video and subscribe if you're not already. Thank you. To get notifications, because we do this every Sunday. And then there's the freebie Monday sesh as well, every Monday, same time. If you want to make sure that you don't miss those, subscribe and get the notification. All right, Nadia, wonderful friend Nadia. Oh, sorry, you're an Aries. That's the one. Yeah, Aries. Nadia, Aries. Aries, Nadia. It was a Libra that you were dealing with, wasn't it? Oh, dear. Thank you, Rosie. It's very kind of you. Right, Nadia, Aries female, Nadia. Love message, please, for Nadia. Nadia. Yeah, all super chats are $5, or like I say, you can click the link and pay it by PayPal if you want to do that instead. And to be fair, it helps the channel a lot better. Sorry, cards fell on the floor, you guys. It helps channel a lot better because YouTube take a cut of the super chats. Not that I mind super chats. If it's quicker and easier, do that. If the other's quicker and easier, do that. So, Nadia, these two just fell out. We've got the Moon and the Page of Swords. So it looks like you've got some information coming through that you're not aware of. It's sort of being kept from you at the minute, which basically means that some sort of a decision's been made, some sort of finalization, or somebody wants to say something to you. It's like it's there, they've just not actually told you yet, whatever this is. So let's find out what this is. And it's regarding love. That's what we asked for. I've got the Two of fucking Cups. I shit you not. No, just turn that away. Look, we've got some, I think somebody is sort of wanting to discuss a relationship here with you. I've got the Empress in the reverse, so I think you're going to be a little bit sort of skeptical about this in terms of I don't feel like you feel very confident about this. It's like I don't think that there's been it's to do with nurturing. It's the birth of an idea, and it's sort of I feel like this is quite sudden, but when it's the nurturing that's sticking out with the Empress like a sore thumb. It's like, but we haven't really sort of gotten to the stage where we've really nurtured anything, so why are we jump into the Two of Cups? It all seems very kind of pushed through with whoever this is. I've got the Nine of Cups. This is somebody who actually makes you feel quite happy, somebody who makes you feel content, and this is coming through. I've got the Eight of Swords, so yeah, again, I'm seeing a lot of skepticism coming from you. And your overall advice is the Nine of Swords. And I think that for this to be an advice card, it's basically sort of saying, look, this needn't be such a stressful situation. I think I do need to add some romance angels on this and clarify the Nine of Swords. In one respect, I kind of want to say, look, somebody obviously wants to give you a message regarding a relationship, or, you know, this is incoming. It's like somebody wants to voice something to you regarding this union, this Two of Cups. But like I say, I mean, despite, you know, I suppose how someone makes you feel, you're still very skeptical. You're still very skeptical. Let me just clarify this Nine of Swords as advice, because it's a little bit confusing, if I'm perfectly. I've got the Lovers. My intuition's never wrong. Yeah, they're basically saying that all right, there's boundaries between you and this person, absolutely, but this needn't be as much of a nightmare as it actually sort of could turn out to be. So I think that for this to be your advice, it's sort of saying let's try not to be as over analytical as you have been with whoever this person is. It's somebody I feel who you've already been getting to know. And I kind of also want to say, because the Moon was there, maybe this is someone who you're not even aware of in a romantic way. This could be someone who you maybe consider a friend, or somebody who's just not quite been that upfront with you up until now. I'm just going to tell you, girl, you've got a message coming through regarding somebody actually wanting to give it a go with you. Which is kind of strange. Like, well, it's not strange, but in the way that the Nine of Swords with the Eight of Swords has come out, it kind of is, because it's what you've been wanting. I'm just not so sure it's with the person that you've been wanting it to be with. I think that's the problem. I think that you've been wanting to get with someone else, or someone different. And I think that whoever this person is, it could be a Gemini, it could be a Cancer, could be a Virgo. Whoever this person is to you, they're feeling it. They're feeling it. And it seems like they're going to let you know. And like I say, you're going to be quite skeptical at the point it happens. The advice is chill out, relax, ride it out, and make the decision at a later date. At least give someone the benefit of the doubt and give them a chance to prove themselves. Because to get the Two of Cups, especially in the upright, this is a relationship that's got a hell of a lot of potential, and you guys would actually have a really, really good emotional union together. So it's definitely worth a chance, I would say. So there you go, Nadia. There you go. Oh dear me, who forgot here? Hey, Dawn. How's it going back? Hey, Leah. Oh, bless you. Bless you. But yes, right. So yeah, I've done Nadia's up to press. I've got spaces now. So if anybody wants to, like I say, get a reading done. Otherwise, I'm quite happy to finish my fag and my coffee while I wait. That's the thing. I expect January not to be too busy anyway, because I don't know if it's the same over there in the US, but like here in the UK, there seems to be like this huge gap between people getting paid just before Christmas, and then there's this gap right until the end of January before they're paid again. And it's literally, it left everybody dry, the way that the system works. Oh, bless you, Krista. Krista, are you there? I've just had one from you, Krista. Krista watching, or was this just random? Oh, there she is. There she is. Yeah, I've got it. Thanks, Krista. What can I do for you, my sweetheart? Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it, Violet? Everybody is. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. I've, I've managed anyway. You know what I mean? I'm been pretty comfortable, if I'm honest, but at the same time you can tell there's always so, and me and Dad, my friend were talking about this the other day. There tends to be in January just that massive dip for literally everybody, and it doesn't, it's like it spreads out and affects everyone. So I do expect it, if I'm honest. I'll still come on though to offer the super chats, because there's obviously going to be the odd few that do want them, so it's always worth it, really. It's always worth it for me to still do it. And again, I still keep up with Monday Fundies as well. So you guys should join me tomorrow, because those ones are free. They're like guided. My spirit guide sort of takes over and just anyway, Krista, yes. Can you just roll with the love reading? Am I right in thinking if I remember rightly, Scorpio? Just give me a thumbs up or say what you are. I think it's Scorpio. Oh dear. Yes, Leah, I'd love to see you here tomorrow. Dawn, let's show Kay how much appreciate. Oh, thank you, Dawn. Thank you, my sweetheart. Just waiting for Krista just to sort of confirm whether or not she's Scorpio. I think she's Scorpio. I think. I'm pretty sure she's a fellow. I just don't want to sort of jump it, because I've got a mind like a sieve at the minute. I want to be absolutely sure. Yeah, there we go. I knew it. I fucking knew it. I need to start trusting myself really more often, don't I? Not that I don't, but I just wanted to be 100% sure, that's all. Right, gilded for Krista. So, roll with the love reading for Krista. Krista, Scorpio, female Krista. Krista, Scorpio, female. Oops. There we go. I got it. Okay, I've got the Six of Wands in the reverse, and obviously we're looking at love. I've got the Hermit. Got the Five of Swords with the Strength card. That's where you've just been. That's what you've been. Okay, what was that? The King of Swords in the reverse. I've got the Lovers reversed with the Four of Pentacles. And the Four of Swords. I think it's pretty clear what's going on here. And the Knight of Pentacles. So I've got a situation here, Krista, that's either fizzling out or fizzled out. It seems like there's been some dishonesty going on for you, my sweetheart. Someone's not been completely honest about something. Got heart-to-heart conversations. I think you gave them an opportunity to tell you the truth, and I don't think you got it. I've got the Flirt card as well. I think somebody sort of tried to keep things light-hearted and airy, but you just I don't think you're having none of it. That's the thing. Scorpios are pretty much like a fucking detective. You dig and dig and dig and dig until you get truth, because you know you're going to fucking get it eventually. And I think that you've kind of, even if it's just intuitively figured out what's going on with this specific person, it could be a Virgo. I've got that many cards here. So I've got Gemini, Virgo, Leo. I've got air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And it's like, I kind of feel like there was a situation with someone here where there was a lack of attention and affection. And I think that you sort of took a step back. I don't think you wanted to cut it off completely, but you took a step back just to weigh it up. And I think when you did finally weigh it up, simple case of, now I'm fighting a losing battle here. It's not worth it. But I'm starting to wonder, have I got two different energies here? Have I got sort of walking away from one thing that was obviously, that really did affect you, but then you've walked into something else that's fizzled out as well? Kind of got a couple of like different kind of like strange kind of energies here. And I think the Lovers in the reverse again is just that sort of choice between heart and head, you know. Christy M, hi, my sweetheart. Where did you donate for your reading, darling? Did you do it through Superchat or PayPal? Because I haven't had a notification yet. So, Krista, I think the bottom line to all this is the fact that I've got the heart-to-heart conversation. I feel like this is what you already tried to do. But I feel like they didn't take it seriously, and that's the flirt card. It's almost like you gave them an opportunity to sort of say, what the hell's going on here? And I just feel like it was just almost like a joke. I'm starting to, is this love or is this some sort of a friend? I can't sort of I can't differentiate where the fuck this is coming from. Or was this like a friend with benefits or something? Been single for a while. There's been an ex who tries to pop in sometimes, right? So it's probably what this is then. I've just got somebody who, when, you know, who they're not completely straight with you, and every time you give them an opportunity to sort of have an honest talk and whatnot, even about whether it's to do with anything they've done wrong or anything else. And I just feel like every opportunity, it seems to like, it's like water off a duck's back. They don't take it seriously. And I feel like the more and more you give them this opportunity to talk or to see what's what, they just pick you up and drop you, pick you up and drop you, pick you up and drop you. And it's just one big joke to them. I feel like it's already fizzled out. I think that now's the time, because I've got two fours here in conflict with each other. Well, in contrast to each other, the Four of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. I just want to pull note to the Four of Swords, and this is really important. So the Four of Pentacles, as we all know, it's the miser card. It's kind of like, you know, a few people called it the hoarder and whatnot. But this is sort of like hanging on too tightly to something. You could almost liken it to trying to draw blood from a stone or flogging a dead horse. That's really the Four of Pentacles kind of energy. You know, it's never going to get you anywhere. So, and I think that the Four of Swords, this is the most important thing about this card, that everybody should be aware of. It doesn't matter what deck, the message is always going to be the same. We've laid one sword to rest, but three still stand. And these three here literally is the Three of Swords in the tarot. I always pull attention to tarot in the tarot, and I always think it's worth it to do that. And this is sort of like, you know, we're headed for more heartache here if we carry on. The longer it's left as is, the longer you're kind of gonna, you know, this is still going to be quite painful. So I think that the overall advice is the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. I think if it's already fizzling out, let it fizzle out, my sweetheart. I really don't think that there's any more kind of to be done here. I just don't. But I'm not going to leave it there, Krista, because I hate leaving it there. I'm going to give you an incentive to just leave it, because that's the thing. I think while you guys did have a bit of a connection, it's so easy to keep going back. But the problem with it is, if somebody's not accepting of that connection, there's no more that you can do about it. And you know, you can get 3 or 4 months, you can even push it to a year, but you don't really want to go any longer than that, because you're then wasting time. I think you should know within a relative space of time whether or not this person wants to be with you or not. And if they're just going to continue messing you around, then, you know, sometimes you have to cut your losses, and I think that that's what's gone here. So don't feel bad about it. At least you tried. Let me give you an incentive. So Krista sort of releases this energy and walks away. What's going on? Okay, well, I've got the heart-to-heart conversations card again, and then I've got finances and career. So no doubt work's going to start picking up for you to keep you a bit preoccupied. Look at this. The Page of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, the Page of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. All court cards. For one, I'm definitely seeing a bit more focus on finances and career, and sort of knuckling down a little bit. Obviously, for everybody, it's been dry at the moment, but it's going to start picking up soon in the next couple of weeks in the lead up to February. I've got a small gesture coming through with the Page of Pentacles, so it's highly likely that you're probably going to get some sort of an offer in terms of work and, you know, maybe sort of finances in some sort of way. Maybe work's going to offer more hours or a different role or whatever. I don't really see a change there, just like an add-on to what you're already doing. I've got the Queen of Cups, and I think that with the Page of Cups, this is learning to be confident and comfortable with your cup of love, and that cup of love represents everything that you have to offer someone. So if somebody else isn't going to accept it, that's not your issue. Don't take on their issues. You know, you're emotionally stable, you're confident as to where this is going, and I think you're starting to become a bit more frugal and picky about who you offer it to. And I kind of like it, because, you know, in a way, with heart-to-heart conversations, maybe this is you taking your son in the corner and having a chat with yourself. You know, quite literally, the Queen of Swords, she's a negotiator, and I think that this is you sort of negotiating with your inner self to sort of say, you know, if I'm not getting what, you know, my worth or my value out of something, then why on earth am I investing any more time in it? And I kind of feel like that's where it is moving forward. I see emotional stability. I see you're doing really well at work. And I also see a better perspective on your worth, your value, and what you have to offer moving forward. So yes, I'm actually seeing you in a better mood. Let's just put it like that, which is good. Right then. I hope that helps you out, Krista. Right then, you guys, moving on. I'm just going to say, Christy M, I haven't had a notification or anything. I've checked my emails because I've got it on my phone here. There's nothing come through. So if you want to check that transaction, if you want to read in, just double check it went through. I think you'll probably find it hasn't yet. There may have been you know, a glitch or something. It does happen, so don't panic. All right, I'm moving on now, you guys. I'm going to do Dawn. Let's get Dawn up. What can I do for you, Dawn? Dawn, my sweetheart. Do you know, work and finances for the Scorpios has been across the board at the minute. Seriously, most Scorpios have been reading for have been getting really good news, like work-wise or financially. It's literally been across the board. And it's in a lot of generals as well, I've noticed. Dawn, my sweetheart, there we are. Virgo Sun, Aries Rising, Pisces Moon. Want to know about connection in romance? Let's check it out for Dawn. Let me see. Dawn Shelton, Virgo female Dawn. Connection in romance. What do you want to say to Dawn? Romance connection for Dawn. Oops. I've got the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. I hate to see that card because it's sort of like getting really close to that goal of what the card represents and then hitting a dead end. You know, it can be quite a sudden, abrupt, maybe not as sudden as what the Tower energy is, but it's quite an abrupt ending. And for a love connection, I suppose, it really is that sort of thanks for your super chat, Beck G. I will get to you in a moment, my darling. But yeah, it represents worth and value and commitment, and maybe this is getting quite close to a commitment and then it not actually materializing. So maybe you and somebody have spoke about commitment, but it's actually not occurred. It's actually not happened. So, Dawn. Yeah, I've got the 3 of Wands with the 6 of Cups, and I think that this is like the 3 of Wands in the upright is waiting for you. People say it's waiting for your ships to come in, and it quite literally is. It's just that waiting game. And in the reverse side, there's no wait there. We've got this sort of 6 of Cups in love readings can represent a soulmate connection, but that's what I'm kind of seeing here, Dawn. It's almost like a previous life or a soul connection, but there's just no commitment. Out of the blue, a guy from my past, big time. He was here every day, other day, month, call, texting, living friend, unhappy. It's complicated on his part. Think not totally honest, but it's now ghosted. Right, okay. So that is the 6 Cups. That's your blast from the past. But it's not materially. There's just nothing going on. Okay, is emotionally unavailable. Is it a water sign or an earth sign? Yeah, the King of Cups reversed it. I think it's safe to say he's emotionally unavailable at this time, which tells me it could have hang-ups with somebody else or whatnot. I've got the 8 of Wands. And I've got the King of Swords. I think the communication between you two is like, I've also got the Queen of Swords. What the fuck? And the Lover's reversed. Okay. One more, please, for Dawn. The 5 of Swords reversed. It's worth it to hang on to this connection, Dawn, because this guy is still getting over someone. His birthday's in August, so he's a Leo. Look, I've got getting to know each other and religious factors. Religious factors can be anything from cultural, spiritual path. If we're talking about spiritual path in tandem with the 6 of Cups, fuck yeah, you guys were destined to meet each other again for a reason. Now listen, he is emotionally unavailable. There is nothing. He's not done anything wrong. Let me just say that. Let me just say that. Right, the energy that I'm getting with this guy is he's not done anything wrong. He just wants to sort of. He wants time. He wants time to get over what he's been through, you know, with an ex or, dare I say, mother of kids or whatever it is. There's definitely someone in his past that he's struggling to get over, and he just needs a bit more time. And I kind of feel like he's being honest with you, and there's nothing wrong with the communication between you two, other than the fact that yes, he's gone quiet. The communication is going to pick back up, but as far as honesty goes, I feel like he's been honest with you. The communication is going to pick back up, and I've got the Queen of Swords here to back that up, to say that he will start talking again. The Lovers in the reverse was his choice between his heart and head at the time. He didn't want to mess with your heart, your head. So his choice between heart and head was he was listening to his head. He was reasoning with himself. I don't want to lead her on. Let me just have some space to see if I can get over this shit that he's been going through. And I've got the 5 of Swords reversed, and this usually in the upright, it's like walk away, you're fighting a losing battle, and you know it's not worth it. But in the reverse, it's worth the fight. You know, stick it out, because you guys are getting to know each other all over again. And it says on the card, as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, you bond or deepen. He's still yet to do that, but he will. I think the King, the Queen of Swords with the 8 of Wands is to say that he absolutely will communicate exactly what has been going on with him. And I've got no doubt about how he feels about it. I just sort of think he's going through something here, and he doesn't want to mess you up over it. It's almost like there's beef and there's drama that he don't want you dragged into. What's that? Says he can't get me out of his head no matter what. Afraid he's just saying all pretty things I want to hear. Dawn, I'm not seeing anything here to tell me that he's been lying to you. I'm not. I think you're on guard. I mean, think about it with the Queen of Swords. I think this is your energy. You're on guard. You know, you've got that sword there on the defense. If he lies to you, you've got that sword ready to throw down on his neck. I just don't feel like you're going to find any sort of miscommunication or dishonesty from this guy. I think he's done the wrong thing by going quiet on you. But if I didn't know any better, I'd say that he's probably regretting it from the look of these cards and the energy that's coming from it. If I were you, Dawn, I would give him the benefit of the doubt. Fair enough, keep your guard up. Remain the Queen of Swords. Keep that guard up. But when he does come back around, I would hear what he's got to say. And I think that for you to sort of be as reasonable with him as well, to understand if he's going through something, then yeah, damn right, you don't want to be dragged in it. And I think that if you actually voiced that to him and said, look, if you're dealing with something and you need to disappear for a bit, that's fine. But don't fucking ghost me again. Actually come to my face and tell me why you need space. Don't be a fucking coward. Because if he cares enough about you, and I think he does, he will give you that level of respect. And I think that that's the line that we need to play there, if I'm perfectly honest. Yeah. Sesh is more like a sister. He promised to help a year ago, but no word from him now for a whole week. Yeah, he'll get in touch with you. He will. And I think it's at that point, Dawn, when he does get back in touch with you, where you sort of say, look, if you're dealing with something and you need space, that's fine, but don't fucking ghost me ever again. And I think that it'll make him think that you're not one to be messed around. You know what I mean? But I do kind of feel like he deserves the benefit of the doubt. I really do. But I think you ought to be that brazen with him to say, you're not doing this shit to me again, because the next time you ghost me, it'll be your fucking last. And I think you need to be that straight with him. Yeah? But give him the benefit of the doubt. He's going through some shit and he just doesn't know how to handle it, if I'm perfectly honest. Right then. So let's take a look at the next one. Right. Yeah, it's Beck G. Beck G, are you there, my sweetheart? I just need your sun sign, darling. Beck G. Yes, Leo, lovely. Right, so you just want to know what's next for you. I mean, I always say when it comes to the tarot, your answer's only going to be as good as your question. So is this in the love department, or is it in the career department, or spiritual department? At least if I know an area that I'm kind of looking into, it'll just help us have a clearer answer. Career, wonderful, right. Just put that fag out and then we'll get stuck in. Beck G. Right. So got the gilded, and I'm going to use the spirit messages for you as well, darling. Right. Beck G. What's next in store for Beck, Leo, Beck, in terms of career? You're very welcome, Dawn. What's next in terms for Beck? Leo, Beck. What's next in terms of career for Beck? What's going on with Beck and her career? Okay. So I've got the Knight of Wands in the reverse. The Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Justice. I've got the Fool in the reverse. The Ace of Wands. And I've got the Seven of Wands as well. A couple more, please, for Beck. The Page of Pentacles in the reverse. One more for back, please. And also the Knight of Pentacles in the upright. Okay, so this is one of them readings that starts off really fucking drab, but it's actually got a silver lining. I've got, oh shit, I've got the cleanse card. One more, please, for back. Regarding career, I've got Animal Kingdom, which is an odd card to get in a career reading. Don't know if you work with animals or anything like that, Beck. Right, so basically what's going on here is with that Knight of Wands reversed and the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. So whether you're in work at the moment or between jobs, or if you're wanting to enter into something else, I think that it's gone to a point where what you're doing is just so stagnant, or what you have been doing is just so stagnant and boring, and it's not challenging enough for you. And I've also got a bit of an issue with, you know, possible issues with people that you may be working with, but at the same time it's sort of like or if you're studying, because the Three of Pentacles, whether it's upright or reverse, can mean studying, but usually there's a long way to go when it's in the reverse. It's like, okay, we're sort of really sort of working hard, but there's still such a long way to go. And maybe that's the Knight of Wands reverse. There's a lot of inconsistencies. I think with the Justice card, it's there to sort of say, look, you're doing the right thing for you, and or you have to do the right thing for you. At least maybe this is your advice. You have to do the right thing for you. And if sometimes though, when we see the Fool reversed, it means not taking any risks at this point. So I'm starting to wonder, would you rather sort of take something for the money, or take something because it's something you actually want to do, it's something that you'd actually love to do? And I always say when I get readings like this, Beck, is that we don't live to work. We work to live. And in saying that, it basically means we want, you know, to at least go to a job that we'd love to do, that isn't overly boring, that isn't overly difficult. It just sort of fits right nice in the middle, something that you actually have an emotional connection to. And I think that with the Ace of Wands, there is this opportunity coming through, but it's slow progress is going to win the race. So like I say, with the Three of Pentacles being in the reverse, if there's something that you're still working on, you know, a course or something like that, or if even if you're not doing a course at the minute, if there's some sort of skills that you can be touching up on, you will absolutely be able to go to a different role. Absolutely. I don't know if I should do the most sensible option or the one I want to. The most sensible option, what I would say to anybody, is never, ever, ever quit a sensible job that pays the bills and keeps food on the table. Never quit before you've got something else, you know, first, because you go with that gap without pay. And that's dangerous, really, when you think about it. What I always recommend is keep your head down, knuckle down, do what you're doing at work, but start applying and going for interviews. I don't know what it's like over there, wherever you're from, Beck, but here in the UK, you can give 2 weeks' notice. So if you sort of go to an employer and go for an interview and say, I can start in 2 weeks, I only need to give my employer 2 weeks notice, you know, at least then any new employer is going to look at that and think, well, she's smart. She's not cutting her nose off to spite her face. You know what I mean? You're not leaving that gap with nothing in between. I'd say don't say a word to anyone, and just start applying for new jobs now and going for interviews as and when you can. If you need to pull a sickie one day just to do an interview, fucking do it. Because at the end of the day, it's your life. And like I said before, we don't live to work. We work to live. So if you're going to be doing something, you've got to do something that's absolutely worth it. Now, the Ace of Wands, obviously, I kind of feel like this is that new opportunity to do something that you do love and that you are passionate about. And I kind of feel like once you actually put yourself out there, you're probably going to find quite a few offers coming in and it feel quite overwhelming. But at the same time, they'll all be along the lines of doing something that you actually love to do, which is great. There's potential. I'm definitely seeing potential. Now, with these two together, what I would say is don't expect offers to come in straight away. So don't go giving notice at work straight away. I just feel like keep this as a slow progress and don't run before you can walk. Wait until you've got the affirmation from a potential employer before you hand your notice in. Let's just put it like that. I'm going to read you these oracle cards back because this might obviously help you in sort of throughout this process. So I've got the cleanse card. Your body, mind and soul are urging you to take time out for some much needed cleansing. Just as you wash your car, clean the house or tidy your office, your body also needs care and attention. It's time for some spiritual, emotional and physical cleansing. And on this animal kingdom card, like I say, I was a bit confused as to why this fell out. I'm wondering like if what you want to do may have something to do with animals or care of some sort. I'm not sure. It says on the card, animals of all types are extraordinary creatures and miraculous gifts to us. They've been our spiritual companions since the dawn of time. At this moment, they have lessons to share with you that will open your heart and soul. So that's obviously a personal message for you. These are daily spirit messages. So what take from that what you need to. But as far as the actual answer goes, I would definitely say start looking now. At the end of the day, you have to do what's right for you. You can't be stuck in a dead end job. And I always say, if you don't go out there and make shit happen, nothing's ever going to happen. And that's how people get stuck for years on end. You know, doing jobs that they just don't like or just, you know, it's just necessity. You know, I say we've got one life and it absolutely has to be extraordinary because we can't come back. We can't repeat this time. So while time's ticking, my sweetheart, start looking. Right, I'm allergic to most animals, right? I don't know why it came out. I'll throw you one more just to sort of see if anything sort of can run in tandem with it. Maybe some of the people that you've been working with currently have been acting like animals. And maybe the card's trying to say to you, is there something you can learn from this experience? I've got stay connected. I think this is just backing up what I've been saying. Don't leave this. Don't leave where you are before you've got something else. Stay connected. You know what I mean? It says we're all born connected to spirit, often known as the divine source. Yet many of us have a tendency to pull away from that connection as we journey through life in the physical world. Now is an important time to reconnect to the source. I think it's reconnecting to your own source. I think this is just, again, what's your soul calling out for? What exactly is it that you want to be doing? You don't have to tell me. I'm just saying these questions for you, really. What exactly is it that you really know that you're going to love to do? And it's not going to be tedious and it's not going to drive you crazy. And, you know, you're not going to end up working with shitholes. You know what I mean? Again, start looking now. Spirit's basically saying if you want this bad enough, you're going to start making effort now. Keep your head down while you do it and don't tell anybody what you're doing, because I think if your employer finds out you're looking elsewhere already, there could be some issues with that. So just keep your head down and don't say a word. Right, my sweetheart, I hope that helps you moving forward. Start looking at the very least now and applying if you can. You're very welcome back. Right, you guys, think I've sort of I've come to the end of the list unless anybody else wants some. Like I say, you can either click the link for PayPal and I'll get the notification, or you can send the super chat, whichever you prefer. Try my wonderful chat, my trying hard just popped up the link. I'm gonna spark a fag. I'll hang on for another 10 minutes or so, and if I don't get any, then I'll be quite happy to pop off. Unless anyone wants to ask another question, whichever. So yes, I do like doing the career readings, but like I say, when I do them, I think if anybody else has noticed, it's sort of oh bless you, Violet and Tarot. It's sort of really it kind of ends up being the same. You know, a lot of people wanting to change the jobs and wanting to venture into something new, and it's sort of like, absolutely go for it. Just don't leave your sen without in the process, because you need to cover necessities. I mean, if you've got a savings account that'll cover you for at least a month, it's not so bad, I suppose. But at the same time, it's still not ideal because those savings are going to be there for a reason. It's always worth it just to sort of keep your head down, don't say a word, and start looking while you're already employed. And that way, you don't sort of run the risk of going a month without or having to dip in savings. It's just always safer to do it that way. Do you know what I mean? So yes. But yeah, I just wanted to sort of touch, while I've got a minute to talk, actually, I was still going to touch base on my little rant the other day. I deleted it because I watched it back and I thought, I sound fucking crazy. I did. And that's the thing though, I was genuinely really miffed that day. Because I'd not only had, you know, people sort of commenting some not nice things on the videos, but like it weren't necessarily not nice, it was just really stupid. It really was. I got people like clicking on videos that said on the tagline reconciliation and then saying, I don't want to go back to my ex. I was just like, oh my god, why would you even click on it? Seriously, I had to laugh. But I was really annoyed the other day because somebody else tried insinuating I've got some level of control over the cards. And it's like, hang on about, I'm shuffling here. You can see me shuffling. Why? How am I fucking pulling a rabbit out of a hat here or something like that? I know, trying hard, and that's the way I kind of saw it. There were valid points, but I think I just went a bit OTT. And trust me, you guys, the language was blue. So I calmed down now. I laugh about it, but yeah, at the time it was like, oh shit, I can't leave that up. I really can't. But I did think there were valid points myself, to be fair. I really did. I thought there were. But anyway, I'm just going to give a last shout out to everybody. If you want a reading, you better to get it in now. Get it in now before I pop off, because I'll be going in about 10 minutes. I don't know if Krista M's still in the room. She said she sent a PayPal through, but it's not come through. So I don't know if there's some sort of a glitch on that end. They thought you were doing dodgy Vegas tarot jokers. I don't know what I don't know what they thought I were doing. I don't know. I ain't got a clue, you guys. Seriously. Bloody hell. Cray. I know. Vegas tarot. That's made me chuckle. But yeah, but to be fair though, I've had a lot of really good response from a lot of the videos that have been going up just lately as well. I mean, I don't know if any of you lot have already checked it out, but I've put the first half of February up for both all the water signs and all the earth signs. So it's definitely worth checking those out. Wish we didn't have to work to have necessities. Don't want to work, just want to bang on drum all day, be happy, live your life. Oh dear. I'll tell you what though, I am one of the few that I am actually doing what I love to do. But it takes time. It's not something that you can just sort of do overnight. That's why it's best to get a ball rolling as soon as possible. I mean, I know my subscriber count don't reflect it, but I've been on YouTube for 3 years. Literally, I came on just after, literally within months of Tyler and Star Lordess, within a couple of months of them. And, you know, I mean, don't get me wrong, we've all stayed friends as well. And Moonlight Scorpio as well, she was on there, I think, a year before I came on. And, you know, I know subs don't bleed in, but I did take a hiatus when I lost my granddad. So, you know, when you don't constantly put content up, people don't know that you're still on YouTube, which is fair enough. But what I will say about it is a lot of the subscribers that I've got have actually been with me since day one. So I definitely say I've got some loyal subs, absolutely. And I absolutely love my subs for that. But yeah, like I said, I put these February videos up for next month, and a lot of the videos have got quite good response, like in the likes at least. I think more people are starting to like the videos, which is great. And I think what everybody needs to understand is the more likes that a video gets, the more YouTube promotes it, which helps the channel. Because that's the thing. I know a lot of people will say, oh, you know, tarot readers and blah blah blah, but we've got to pay our bills one way or another, and if this is a job, that's what we need, that's what it takes. And you know, exactly, your tough year had an impact. It bloody did. It had a huge impact last year, but in a way I wouldn't have had it any other way, because now this year, and it was one of my New Year's resolutions, was literally just throw everything I've got into my channel to build it up as much as I can, and sort of keep it as consistent as I can. Like throughout January, I've not missed a Sunday Super Chat, and last year I missed quite a few. I've not missed a Monday Funday yet. Last year I missed quite a few. So like, this year is like my year to get this channel right where I need it to go. You know what I mean? So what's your plans with your video series, with interviews, tarot? Oh, the spiritual showdown. Yeah, I don't know if any of you that were watching checked it out. I've got a series called the Spiritual Revolution, and if you click on my playlist section on the channel, you'll find it. And they were all based on ascensions. I have got an interview with someone. It just needs a lot of editing to it, and I've literally had this interview for about 3 months now, and it needs editing. So as soon as I get it edited, I'll upload it. But the spiritual showdown is going to take a different kind of angle. I'm working on some research at the moment, and it does involve spirituality, the spiritual community, I suppose, but it also includes world events. And I can't just come out and say this, and this. I need the evidence and the documents and the proof to back it up, which luckily everything I need is already on the internet. I just need to find it. So once I've got all that together, I can actually put it into a video presentation for you guys. And it will just make things a lot easier moving forward. So I'll definitely be doing a video on that. I'll definitely be doing more on the spiritual revolution. So yeah, that would be really interesting. So yes. Anything else you guys want to know? I think it's awesome, all videos. Love them showdown. Yeah, they were really fun to do, and you know, I had Georgia from Angelic Reiki on one of them, titled Guides and Angels, and that interview, even while I was doing it, that whole interview blew my mind. Literally, if you haven't watched it already, you need to go watch it. That interview blew my fucking mind, because we were talking about not just spirituality as a whole, but we were talking about higher beings and even a connection to aliens and things like that. But it was so interesting, like, and we went real deep with this. Me and Georgia did, and it's definitely worth the watch if you haven't caught it already. It's absolutely brilliant. It was brilliant. And I did one as well about manifestation and love with Veronica from Light Seed Angel, and again, that interview blew my mind as well. There's just a lot of stuff that I suppose just doesn't get spoken about enough. You know, it's stuff that I think a difference of opinion as well with these interviews. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. I'll just say that. And there's going to be more to come. But yeah, I need to work on this project. I'm aiming to try and get it out in the next 3 or 4 months, if I'm honest. I just need to do a hell of a lot of research. And at the minute, trying to get the channel, you know, in routine and to a point where I'm comfortable with is taking up my time at the minute. I'm still trying to find like a comfortable routine with the videos that I upload and when I do personals and stuff like that. So it's time consuming, but like I said before, I love what I do. And I get to help people as well, which makes it all worth it, let's be fair. So yes. Hey Jane. How are you, sweetheart? Welcome to the Sunday Super Chat Sesh. Done. All righty then. I can't wait. I look forward to it. Whenever you have extra time for it, understandable. But I'll be sure to watch them. I know you will, Dawn. I know you will. They're going to be worth the watch. I mean, like I said before, if you haven't already caught the spiritual showdown for the spiritual revolution, if you haven't already caught those videos yet, like I say, just go on to the playlist section on my channel and go check them out. There's one on guides and angels, and then there's another one on love and manifestation. And seriously, the ladies that joined me in those topics were just phenomenal. The information these ladies had was just phenomenal. So it's an amazing kind of, it's amazing just to hear and listen to what they've got to say. Absolutely. And the channels, the links to the channels are in those videos as well. So you can go and check out their own channels, which is really, really cool. But yeah, I'm going to be doing another one. I mean, I'll give you guys a little bit of a kind of preview, I suppose, of what's to come next. So this other lady that I've interviewed, she's not only into shamanic expertise, but she's also an ordained minister for the Irish Catholic Church, I think it is, and she's sort of. We spoke a hell of a lot about guides and ascension and things like that, but also it kind of went a bit deeper as well into, I suppose, world event topics and whatnot. And it was just, again, the information that this lady had and was carrying when it comes to the afterlife and the other world and what's on the other side and, things like that. It was just one of them phenomenal conversations that I'll never forget, and I can't wait to get it edited and uploaded because I think you guys are going to love it. Absolutely, I think you guys are going to love it. But like I say, if you haven't already, check out the other two. You won't regret it. Absolutely not. You won't regret it. Anyway, guys, I think unless anybody wants the last super chat reading, unless anybody shows an interest at this point, I think I'm happy to leave. I'll hold on for just a minute and finish my fag. And then I think I'm happy to go. Because I actually wanted to maybe upload the fire signs for February and get them out of the way. We'll see. I might get a chance to do at least a couple. Dawn, take care, my dear Kay. TTFN. Thank you. Oh, you're very, very welcome, my sweetheart. I shall see you soon. Yes, you guys, think I'm happy to leave at this point. If anyone does want a personal, you know where to find me. My email's all over the channel. But yes, I'm going to shoot for now, and I'm going to start uploading for the fire signs. It's been a great session. Again, wonderful, you guys. And I will see some of you, if not all of you, tomorrow for the Monday Fun Day session, which is where we'll do the freebies, okay? All right, then, my darlings. You all take care, and I will see some of you tomorrow.